I'm Jacob, and welcome to Tower Talk. Welcome back to Tower Talk. This week, we are visiting Dominaria and the Brothers' War, and taking a look at Urza, Lord Protector. This absolute legend of the man is one of the two key points from the Brothers' War set. Next week, we're reviewing Mishra, but let's do Urza's breakdown real quick. His mana cost is surprisingly basic considering the payoff, coming in at 1 blue, 1 white, and 1 untyped, entering the battlefield at a 2/4. His first ability has some ongoing benefits. Artifact, instant, and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Always love getting some needed discounts, and we all know the good stuff blue and white has. Sometimes they just need the help. And before we touch on his second ability, we're actually going to review a different card first, the Might Stone and the Weak Stone. It is a 5-cost legendary artifact that, after the initial ETB triggers, is a mana rock with some interesting side effects. Its ETB is simple. When the Might Stone and Weak Stone enters the battlefield, choose one. Draw 2 cards, or target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. The mana rock side of things is easy enough. The Power Stone standard. Tap to add 2 colorless mana. This mana can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells. Now then, Urza Lord Protector's second ability. For 7 mana, if you own and control Urza Lord Protector and an artifact named the Might Stone and Weak Stone, exile them, then meld them into Urza Planeswalker. Activate only as a sorcery. And now, the finale of this week's episode of Tower Talk. Let's look at Urza Planeswalker. Urza comes in starting with 7 loyalty, has a sum total of 6 abilities, one of which is a passive, and his passive makes him a true menace. His passive states, you may activate the loyalty abilities of Urza Planeswalker twice each turn rather than only once. Now, let's look at the 5 different abilities that Urza brings to the battlefield, shall we? Coming in at +2, artifact, instant, and sorcery spells you cast this turn cost 2 less to cast, and you gain 2 life. Not bad. At +1, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Love it. Blue players always love a good card draw. His 0 ability. Create 2 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens. Always nice to populate your side of the field. His -3. Exile target non-land permanent. Couldn't be more straightforward than that. But his ultimate, coming in at a -10. Artifacts and planeswalkers you control gain indestructible until end of turn, and then destroy all non-land permanents. It's quite literally a mini nuke for your side of the field. Now there's 2 different combos you could pull off with Urza Planeswalker to run victory. Hit that +2 to reduce your artifact, instant, or sorcery spells by 2, raising his loyalty to 9. Cast something like Contentious Plan, which now only costs you 1 blue mana, to proliferate, bumping his loyalty to 10, and then hitting that nuke button to board wipe, saving your other artifacts and planeswalkers. And if you have a swarm of artifact creatures on your side of the board, full send. Or, if you have some white mana to spare and a lot of non-artifact creatures just laying around, give yourself a spark double of Urza, which comes in with a starting loyalty of 8 instead of 7, hit that +2, cast a Chroma's Will, giving all of your creatures indestructible, and then hit that -10 to board wipe. Urza Lord Protector and Urza Planeswalker are truly a force to be reckoned with. I know this was a bit of a longer episode than normal, and next week we are talking about the other side of the Brothers' War, Mishra, lost to Phyrexia. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week.